A$AP Rocky is accused of shooting fellow A$AP member A$AP Relly in the hand back in November of 2021. Rocky entered a not guilty plea in August of 2022, but now Judge Villar ruled that there was sufficient evidence to stand trial for these allegations. During the hearing, Detective Frank Flores took the stand and the new surveillance video was unveiled, in addition to what was shown at the previous hearing earlier this month. In the new footage, 2 loud pops, which the prosecution team said is the alleged shooting, were heard but not seen. Flores confirmed he reviewed the footage in his investigation. Rocky, 35, had a gun in his hand during their altercation. Rocky's 35. Bro's pushing almost 40 pretty much. You're halfway there. Under cross-examination, however, he revealed the gun was never recovered. Meanwhile, the 2 shell casings that were recovered from the scene by Relly and turned into police 2 days later had no fingerprints. The guy that got shot picked up the shell casings. Am I tripping or is that not normal? What the fuck? A photo of Relly's minor injuries displayed in the courtroom showed small patches of raw, bloody skin on the knuckles of his index, middle, and ring fingers on his left hand. Relly filed a civil suit for assault, battery, and emotional distress against Rocky in August of 2022. Rocky obviously denied all claims. Defendant denies each and every allegation of the complaint and specifically denies that the plaintiff has been damaged any amount or in any way as a result of active omission of answering the injuries and or damages complained of in the complaint, if any, were caused solely, directly, and proximately by the negligent and or intentional acts or omissions of persons other than answering defendant. You were negligent. It wasn't me. You have no proof I did this. That's what the Rockies team is saying. Relly, a former member of fellow hip-hop collective A$AP Mob, claimed he was struck by bullet fragments after the argument and said in court that he sought necessary medical attention at a hospital in New York. These 2 men were childhood friends and went to high school together in New York. Damn, these boys went to high school together. We were really cool. We were chill all the time. Relly recalled on the stand before stating that tension started to build when Rocky found solo success and became big-headed. But that happened like 12 years ago. Like Rocky started popping in 2011. So you're saying it was 12 years before this finally happened? If Rocky was that big-headed, it would have probably happened back in like 2013, 2 or 3 years after he started getting, you know, famous, but whatever. This happens in every rap group. Like shit hits the fan in every single rap group. Beefing over money, always involves money, every time. This is what the argument was over right here. After their friend and mob member A$AP Josh died in October 2021, Relly testified that his mother asked for financial help to bring his body back to New York, and that Rocky promised to financially help via group text. Rocky's lawyer claimed that Rocky did pay it in full. At the time, Relly didn't believe this happened, he told the court. A month later, and days before Rocky was headlining Complex Con, Relly said he overheard Rocky bad-mouthing him on speakerphone to another friend and decided to end their friendship. Truthfully, it felt good. I was mentally preparing myself to leave and don't need that stigma or type of people. Rocky was never going to help. He told the court that he later spotted Rocky with 2 of his friends, A$AP Ills and A$AP 12, in front of a parking garage on Hollywood Boulevard. Surveillance video shown in the courtroom appeared to show Rocky walking towards Relly and shoving him. He grabbed me on my collar. He was shaking me. I tried to push him off, get his hands off. That's when Rocky pulled a gun from his waistband. It was a standard clip and semi-automatic black gun. He pointed it towards my stomach. "I'll kill you right now," Rocky said, apparently. Oh, he was angry. He continued, he had a gun pressed up against me, to my chest, and to my head. Now, if this is true, if Rocky really did this, which I don't know, I'm not a fucking jury or a judge. What the fuck are you doing, Rocky? You have children now, first of all. You have an insane career. This is not worth it at all. Like, I don't understand the stupidity at all, but whatever. I said shoot it because I was mad. I said, why you bring a gun if you're not going to use it? I would never bring a weapon, not in that situation. Rocky turned around and shot at me. Noting he was approximately 16 feet from him, it all looked like a movie. He continued to testify that Rocky shot 3 or 4 times. One member of the group sprinting away as the 2 other men fled on foot after the gun was allegedly fired. About an hour later, Relly testified he went back to the scene to retrieve the 2 9mm shell casings from the incident. Relly admitted that he didn't call 911 until 2 days later because he wanted to retain a lawyer first. Little sketchy. I mean, 2 days is a little long for this type of situation. If you're in the middle of a shooting, I mean, he's probably really thinking about what he wanted to do, if he wanted to snitch or not, but then he finally thought about snitching. But it's just so weird for him to go back and get the shell casings. He was probably already thinking about snitching right then and there.
A$AP, this is going to trial. Are you guys confident? A lot of that stuff seem to kind of lean towards your truth, man. Like, any message to the fans? Pardon me, guys.
Why do paparazzi even try? Like, you know you're not going to get a word out of these guys. They're on fucking trial, and he faces up to 9 years in prison. Why would he speak to you right now?
You guys worried about this going to a trial? No comment? Joe, you disappointed this is going to trial?
No, this is... The judge just said there's a scintilla of evidence required. This is not a trial, and certainly that standard of proof. The judge even said a scintilla of evidence is enough. It's a probable cause hearing. Trial is going to be very different, obviously, because we'll be presenting some evidence that is going to be insurmountable. The witness is not going to be able to withstand. cross-examination in front of a jury, and we have a lot of evidence that's going to be unveiled at trial, not here. This is not the forum for that. So this is a preliminary hearing. It's a very low standard. The judge used the word scintilla of evidence. That's all they need. Not disappointed, not surprised. We expected this to go to trial. We've been planning for trial all along.
Do you feel like your client was set up to some degree? It seems like that's what you're indicating. Is that part of your defense?
The last question I asked this witness, guys, you'll remember this rally was, did you ever ask Rocky or any of his associates for millions of dollars to make the criminal case go away? He swore under oath, no, he did not. That's not going to bode well for him at trial.
The guy that he shot asked for millions of dollars to make what go away?
Did you ever ask Rocky or any of his associates for millions of dollars to make the criminal case go away? He swore under oath, no, he did not. That's not going to bode well for him at trial.
So he's saying he did ask for millions of dollars to make something go away, maybe like the whole situation?
And I'm not going to try the case here either, guys, and with all respect to all of you and you doing your jobs, we'll have our day in court. We look forward to our day in court. I am certain Rocky is going to be vindicated when all this is said and done, without question.
In a case like this, do they offer like a plea deal or anything?
We haven't asked for a plea deal. We're not taking a plea, so there's never going to be a plea, ever, in this case.
Do you think it'll be hard to convince a jury that those aren't bullet wounds on the finger?
That was crazy.
Well, I know that didn't look like bullet wounds to you based on that question. I mean, I got more. I hit that side podium.
I see a bullet wound right there.
Much worse than that thing, right?
That was crazy.
That was
Definitely not bullet wounds.
That was crazy.
Definitely not bullet wounds. Well, I don't have to say more. That's why jury's going to come into play here. Common sense is going to prevail, and we're going to, we're going to get him through this, and he's going to be.
My man's defense lawyers laughing at the bullet wounds. So clearly it was like a grazing, like he got grazed probably. I get it. I mean, Blueface did the same thing to some guy in Vegas and fucking got probation. This is LA, so it's a little different than Vegas. So who knows? He seems like he is a good lawyer, but.
Okay, but the evidence we have that they don't know about is going to be devastating.
So now, here we go. Here's the video of the actual altercation. I watched it earlier, I'm gonna be honest, and it's kind of hard to even tell it's Rocky. You know, maybe they tracked his phone there at the time too. So they're saying this is Rocky right here. I love how like casuals call Rocky ASAP. Like that's, they don't understand that ASAP is like a group, but this is Relly right here and Rocky. That's ASAP Ailes right there, I believe. Oh, that kind of does look like it could be Rocky, the cornrows. Hold on, bruh. That kind of looks like it could be Rocky's, like, not cornrows or whatever he does, like the braids. He has a gun. See, but this is where it gets bad. Because this is like, you can't even see anything. He's shooting right now, I think. Or no, right there, he shot right there. Actually, I can't tell. And then they just run away. Just keep on running. But there's honestly no clear shot of his face. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Comment down below what you guys think. I don't know. I feel like that lawyer seems like he knows what he's doing. He'll find some sort of way to get out of that. Because the footage isn't the best. It's like terrible quality. All seems very fucking stupid for Rocky to do this if he did it. A jury's gonna have to decide in LA. So that's something you have to think about as well. And to my channel, subscribe from my Twitter and Instagram. Love you guys. Peace out.